That's a good ball. Harris didn't play a bad ball down the line, but tricky to defend down the line, and Felix was able to cut that off.
That's where Auger Aliassime is so comfortable, is hitting that forehand out of the ad side. When he runs around and has a little bit of time, he can really do some damage. Especially when he's hitting some first serves in play. He's looking for a first serve and forehand immediately.
left. Game, Auger Aliassime.
Yeah, that world of experience that he brings to the court. It seems like even from when he was very young, I think he got his first ranking point at 15 at the Drummondville Challenger, and the youngest player to qualify and get a ranking point. But even going back to those days, he's always seemed to be pretty well composed. Very mature almost in his approach.
I remember being at the Tennis Canada Center in Montreal when I was still playing. And Auger Aliassime was shorter than me, so that shows you how long ago that really was, Leif. And
he's now 6'4". He's outgrown us all.
You had Louis Borfiga, who was there, who's the head of French tennis for a long time, and then worked for Tennis Canada for a long time. And he was talking about Felix Auger Aliassime, and he goes, "I've worked with Monfils, Tsonga at that age. This kid is better than them at that age." So he had some high praise from Louis Borfiga at such a young age, and said just how mentally tough he was as a kid.
Yeah, good look at what Harris can do. He's pretty rugged baseliner. You mentioned his success on grass. Quarterfinals at Eastbourne, which is a popular grass court event, and then semifinals at Eastbourne also last year, and quarterfinals at Queens last year.
Yeah, I remember Queens. Yeah, played amazing. A great story.
He lost to Musetti, the Italian, in the quarterfinals, but got his name in the bright lights there that week. That has to feel good.
That was really good defense there from Auger Aliassime. Missing that routine backhand, but you can see Harris, he's got some firepower from the back, especially on that forehand side. Definitely can make it difficult on a lot of opponents. The serve is something that he's not going to really hit you off the court with. So again, Auger Aliassime's got to be feeling pretty comfortable, I guess, on the return serve, trying to put as many returns in play, especially at the start of this match.
15-30.
Pretty sharply hit return there. $15-30.
I feel like that's the pattern that Harris is going to try and get into with Auger Aliassime, backhand to backhand cross court, and make Auger Aliassime beat him on the backhand side.
Push that forehand over the baseline.
30-40.
We had the space.
Yes.
You can see in these rallies the speed of the court. It's very up-tempo tennis. The ball is really taking the pace well.
Advantage, Auger Aliassime.
And Harris definitely has some pop on the serve. He's hit 124 already in his first service game, but 103 first serve to the Auger Aliassime forehand is going to be trouble for him. That's much better serve there. 125 to the backhand as well.
Yes.
And Billie Harris lost his last round qualifying match to Coleman Wong, but got direct entry with the withdrawal. So he's defined as a lucky loser. Well, thinking about changing that term these days. Are you an advocate for changing the term lucky loser? I think it's now alternate.
Advantage, Auger Aliassime.
Okay, I like alternate. I like alternate, but usually an alternate, someone else that gets into the main draw is an alternate. I mean, lucky loser is the best name for it, but it just doesn't sound great.
Right. In the main draw of a major, need to have some higher acknowledgement somehow. Another breakpoint chance. Ooh, that's a loose forehand. Good return, though. Deep down the middle. Solves the riddle, as they say.
Auger Aliassime leads 2-0 first set.
A good start for the Canadian. You had to look twice at the draw because there are two Harrises. Nice to see Lloyd Harris back in the draw. Lloyd, a wonderful player, but he's been out for some time with injuries, out of South Africa originally. And Billie Harris getting in at the last minute with the lucky loser spot.
How good is that pass from Harris?
Love 15.
A little short backswing here, and just lets it fly. Pretty compact technique on that pass. Moves well, Harris.
Love 30.
That ball's going to stay very low. Got to go down and get it, find the bottom of the ball.
The Harris backhand almost skids through the court, right, Leaf?
Yeah.
It's very flat, not a lot of spin at all.
Love 30.
Net second service.
Yeah, you can tell that kind of low skidding backhand's giving Auger Aliassime a little trouble timing it right now. I think he hasn't decided if he wants to step into it or back up. He's kind of in between right now, Auger Aliassime.
And that's Billie's dad.
Net second service.
I think Harris thought that serve was going to be a little bit long, just catching the line. Good depth for a second serve there.
Disappointing there from the Brit.
30-40.
Tapped his legs to remind you, got to move your feet.
Got caught with a slice grip there on the forehand side, anticipating the backhand.
I hate to say that looked like my forehand, but
oh, I've seen you hit.
And he went back into the forehand. Good move from Felix.
Yeah, that's good. Good anticipation there from Auger Aliassime. He sees that Harris isn't completely comfortable on that side right now. Maybe even throw in a slice out wide serve and volley. If your opponent is slicing it like that, it means probably slice it back again. Get a little floating return if it does go in. Well, he went to the slider out wide, but wasn't following it in. Didn't need to.
Advantage, Auger Aliassime.
Yeah, good call. And if you're winning these points, going to your opponent's one side or the other, you've got to make him change the tune. Another long service game. Going on 5 minutes. This time he gets the forehand right.
How good was that from Harris? That time he hit over the return. It was a second serve, though, but he definitely hit through that one. Lets himself get on the offense. It's a good pop on that one. Gets his body and racket through so well, Harris, on that forehand. Easy power.
Advantage, Auger Aliassime.
Pulled that one wide.
Yes.
Well, that inside-in forehand, that down-the-line forehand, it's a smaller target, right? If you go inside-out, you're into the bigger, fatter part of the court. And obviously, he was hoping to finish the point there. Someone's keeping some good notes.
Advantage, Auger Aliassime.
All right, a long service game. Auger Aliassime, he was down below 40 there. So battle back nicely, underlines the break advantage, and he's off to a 3-love start. Well, big time for Harris. He's got to try and find a way to get on the board here. Obviously, it never looks good when you look over to the scoreboard and you see that 0 next to your name. You get that side of the scoreboard moving. He's executing the game plan pretty well. Aggressive on the second serves. That one paid off. Don't allow your opponent to get comfortable out there.
40-30.
Yeah, both men taking advantage of that wide serve.
Harris almost hesitated there because he thought it was going to go out. Almost wasn't even going to take a swing at it. He had to react a little bit late to that. It was a great job from Auger Aliassime even getting that return in play. Harris definitely starting to mix up the serves here. And he's putting a little bit more pop behind them, Leaf.
Advantage Harris.
Yeah, both these guys 6 feet 4 inches tall. Tall, athletic players.
Yes. Advantage Harris.
It's really kind of the first time that Harris has gone into the body of Auger Aliassime there. Really good serve. And you sense your opponent starting to kind of dial in on the returns and sneaking forward a little bit. It's always a good one to almost handcuff them.
Another forehand. Nice change up there from Auger Aliassime, just keeping it down low, not much pace to work with. Yeah, look at that. 10 unforced errors on the forehand side.
Advantage Harris. Game Harris.
Well, that was a long game. I'm sure Harris will be happy to get the first game on the board.
3 games to 1 first set.
Harris out of Nottingham, England. Known as Billie Bones. Download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track scores and stats. You can watch match highlights. There's players' news. You get 3D views of all the singles matches, which is very cool. Available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Love 15.
I was going to say, Leaf, the first serve percentage from Auger Aliassime. I know it's early on still, but it's only at 44% right now.
Yeah, that is very low.
Yeah.
I mean, you're aiming at least for 65% of target. There's a first serve.
Yeah, that was smart. Especially down love 30. Wanted to make sure that he put a first serve in. Took a little bit off that higher percentage. Because when the first serve is going in, he's winning 78% of the points.
Got himself a little trouble here now at 1540. Is a couple of forehand errors. In the Harris camp, they know that this is a big chance to get back on serve. Reset a little bit here early in the opening set. Yeah, that was an absolutely calamitous game for the Canadian. Back on serve.
Oh, wow. That's so good. That's not an easy volley to hit either. Kind of sliding away from you, moving away from the ball, and go inside out, drop shot forehand volley. Smart play to come into the Auger Aliassime backhand, but that volley right there made that look easy.
And when you see a player like, Billie make a volley like that, do you wonder why he doesn't come in more?
100%. That was looked super comfortable up there.
I mean, you could almost say the same thing about Felix, too. He's got this wonderful transition game, but the guy's a little reluctant to come forward.
I don't think Auger Aliassime is comfortable with the net. The transition, like you say, yes, unbelievable, but when it comes to him for the volleys, a little bit more hesitant at times.
Why is that, do you think? Is it just experience? He's just not as comfortable taking the ball on the fly?
Yeah, I think also he's just so used to beating people from the back. He's never really needed to come forward. I think that's something about his game that he's definitely been working on over the last couple of years, for sure.
Good serve there. That sounds like a conversation Pete Sampras had with Roger Federer. When Pete said, we played a Wimby, you served and volleyed first and second ball. Now you don't come in much. And Roger goes, well, everyone's playing from the back now. And just wonder how the game evolves and changes over time. He's so good at the net, but maybe wasn't coming in as much as he used to when he got it going.
I feel like also when you talk about Pete and Roger having that conversation, the court obviously has changed a lot over the years.
Absolutely.
Definitely slowed down, playing a little bit more like a fast hard court. And technology's changed as well. I mean, the way that, players return nowadays is unreal, and how much spin they can put on the ball with the string. Yeah.
It's hard to defend that cross-court space, isn't it, with the guys dipping the ball out wide.
You can take full cuts at it, and it just drops.
30 love.
Yeah, this beautiful shot. I was thinking a little bit more about serve and volley. There was a player out of UCLA, Maxime Cressy.
Yeah.
Big, tall player, wanted to establish serve and volley, and he did that for a couple of years where he won a title, got to be top 100 for a couple of years, but just hasn't been able to sustain that. He's almost out of the picture these days.
And if you're serving and volleying 90 to 95% of the time, it becomes extremely physical as well.
All right, so Felix gets it done there. Very strong game at love for 4-3. Back on top. But this has been very mild here in New York. That's an impressive exchange, and Harris gets the best of it.
30 love.
It's the longest rally. You can see 15 shots. Well, Felix Auger Aliassime seemed to be cruising along here in this opening set. It was 3-love. Now we're in a battle here as Harris is trying to get to 4-all. Good serve out wide.
Four-game sole, first set.
I always find it interesting to follow players like Harris, who's never been inside the top 100. And yet you watch him today, he's got some skills. Yep. Says a lot about the depth of the game, obviously, and how many sharks there are circling the waters outside the top 100.
I was talking to Sam Smith yesterday, Leaf, about that. You know, guys that are ranked 150 in the world that, you know, qualify and get into this U.S. Open main draw, they play way above their level. Or then you see guys that are 150 that play below their level because it's a new experience for them and they're not used to playing these best out of 5-set matches. So it's really interesting to see who's really a gamer in those big moments.
That's over the baseline. That's a good point you raise. You know, these guys that get into the main draw, and if they're not accustomed to 3 out of 5, that can be a distinct advantage for someone like Auger Aliassime today.
And Auger Aliassime there hits a great first serve, and Harris takes that return pretty early and just not prepared for it. Auger Aliassime just kind of waiting for it to come back and get caught flat-footed. Got to either back up, give yourself time, or be prepared and take the ball early. Again, he's getting caught kind of in between the two right now, Auger Aliassime.
For service.
Credit to Harris, though. He's putting a lot of returns in play now. He's getting a little bit of a read on the Auger Aliassime serve. He's gone to the slice a lot on this side, Felix. Trying to play that Harris forehand again. This is a great angle. You can see how much clearance they hit with over the net from the baseline.
Handcuffed him with that body serve. Man, that wide shot, you are right on top of the game. Get a good indication of the athleticism involved, the movement, pace of the shots.
What a return there from Harris. I think Auger Aliassime definitely thought that was going long, taking a long look at it.
Break point. Dials up the first serve. Right down the tee into the Harris forehand.
Is going to want that one back, because what a return he hit. And again, Auger Aliassime kind of got stuck. He wasn't sure if he was going to serve and volley or stay back, and he had to scramble for that. Made Harris play that one extra ball and just dumping that one into the net. Huge opportunity there for Harris.
I mean, anywhere in the court, right? Make Felix defend. Some good hands at the net from Auger Aliassime. He's got a tight game, and he takes it 5-4. Here's Harris at 4-5.
You can tell that Auger Aliassime is just trying to make balls right now, because he's obviously not feeling super confident. I mean, he's standing 10 feet behind the baseline, hitting it way over the net. Lots of clearance. And again, Harris doing a good job of dealing with it there. He's being the aggressive one right now.
bit of work on the bottom of the ball there from both guys. That looked like a drill.
Yeah.
30-15.
I like the slice back in there from Auger Aliassime, but slice forehand maybe a little bit unorthodox. And that's more of a feel shot. And it didn't really have any options because Harris did a great job of keeping it low and short in the court. So couldn't really hit any topspin on that.
And we've had some fairly tense moments in this opening set, and this is feeling like one of them coming up. 4-5, 30 all.
Don't think Harris wouldn't take that shot and do that drop shot again. That was maybe not the right time for this, or maybe a little bit of a panic there. Wasn't sure what to do and changed his mind last second with the drop shot. Auger Aliassime was all over that.
Set point. Auger Aliassime is able to get the break. So he took advantage of some questionable plays there from the Brit. So happy to get the game and the set 6-4. For the Canadian.
Now 15.
It's been another very solid season for Felix. At the start of the year, he won the title in Adelaide ahead of the Australian Open. Also won a title in Montpellier, France. Indoor hardcourt, that's where he does a lot of damage that time of year.
$15.
Reached the finals in Dubai. Hardcourt event, obviously faster conditions. Lost to Stefano Tsitsipas in the championship match there. So he's had some big moments. I think he'd still hope to have some more breakthroughs.
30-15.
I'm sure he'd like to get back to 2022 when he finished the year at number 6. I mean, what a year he had. He won 5 titles. One of them was the ATP Cup. 4 semifinals, 8 quarterfinals, and he won 60 matches. I mean, that is a big season.
And that's when you were talking about where I saw Auger Aliassime in the rankings and where I feel like he should be. I feel like you talk about those results, even if he does 3/4 of that, he'd be inside the top 20. And that's why I said he could be a consistent top 10 player if he puts it all together consistently.
30.
Right.
Because he has moments in the season where he puts it all together, but it doesn't prolong. It comes in glimpses.
Yeah, that is the challenge for almost all the players. How can I win consistently out there? With the changing surfaces, conditions, opponents. Boy, that was a good shot. Because that consistency will define you as an elite player.
Yep.
30,
And that's how you
40.
get to top 10, is getting wins every week, which the best in our sport make look pretty easy at sometimes. And it's very, very difficult.
Yes.
First serve to the rescue there to get back to deuce in this opening game.
Advantage, Harris.
That's wide.
Game, Harris.
Yeah, you felt like the belief was strong after he cemented that set, but instead errors have crept in. And it's Harris who gets a break to start off the second. I mean, that's good news for the Brit. Suddenly he's feeling like he's back in it.
Yep. And I tell you what, I've seen a lot of Auger Aliassime matches where he does go up a break, and then he takes his foot off the gas a little bit. And obviously he was fortunate to get through that first set, but you know, instead of really putting your foot on the gas and trying to run through your opponent, sometimes he takes a step back and almost waits for his opponent to make those mistakes again. And that's what you're seeing a sign of here, Leaf. I feel like that game was obviously very uncharacteristic. But again, those are not points that Harris is winning. Those are points that Auger Aliassime is losing and making unforced errors and giving his opponent a lot of free points.
$15 love.
Again, another routine backhand.
30 love.
If you're Harris right now, you've got to be feeling pretty good. Even though you're down a set, you're up a break here in the second set here, and you can sense that Auger Aliassime is not at his best right now. Got to take advantage of this moment.
$40 love. Game, Harris.
Yeah, that's a strong game from Harris at love to underline this break advantage. Some of the wins that Harris has had this season. He beat Stan Wawrinka in Bordeaux, France at a challenger there. He beat Cam Norrie on the grass
Harris
at Eastbourne.
leads 2 games to
So
love,
this
second
is
set.
a dangerous player. And that's where you can sort of get misled by the number beside his name. I know we're always defining players by he's 101 or 151, but sometimes the number doesn't tell all the story.
15 love.
Well, Tim Henman said the number doesn't lie. So maybe there's some truth to the number after all. It certainly tells you where you are, right? What is it? You know, where are the players that you're beating? How are the tournaments that you're playing, and how are you doing consistently?
$30 love. $40 love.
Auger Aliassime trying to join his countryman Denis Shapovalov in the second round. Shapo had a nice 3-set win over Martin Fucsovics, a player who just won a title last week in Winston-Salem. Straight sets for Denis.
$40-15.
Oh, that one's for the highlight reel. Little stick save from Auger Aliassime.
And a beauty, the Canadian seated man.
That's good play there. I like that, going behind Auger Aliassime, because he was moving pretty quickly to recover here. When you move that fast, tough to kind of stop and get going the other direction. Smart play from Harris. Auger Aliassime just looks a little bit low on energy right now, Leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit flat.
Yeah.
You know, he's such a dynamic player. Lacking a little bit of that dynamism right now. Can he summon it at the right times today? He did in the opening set. Not much happening in the return game for the Canadian there. That ball floated over the baseline. And as a server, that gives you so much confidence. You know, you hold your serve at love, you've got a break. Now you can dive into this return game comfortably. USOpen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats, and draws. Visit the official tournament site at USOpen.org. shot.
A continental forehand there from Harris. Didn't even have the right grip, but a little flick of the wrist.
15-all.
Sometimes you can do all the right things and still not win the point.
Yeah. And that's the volley I was talking about from Auger Aliassime. It wasn't a bad volley, but he could have done a little bit more, placed it better. He gave Harris a good look at a pass there. Kept him alive in the point.
They're 15.
All right, FAA gets the game, and it's 2-3. We're in the seconds. Boy, just to underline what a fabulous day it is, just the beauty of the New York skyline and the setting here at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. Plenty of upgrades this season. The plaza's been expanded. Really comfortable for the fans. So much to do besides the tennis. There seems to be something going on when you're making your way from court to court. It wasn't a bad play, just cut it a little too thin.
Yeah, it's a good dig there from Harris, though. Definitely on the defensive right here in the backhand, the back of the court. Auger Aliassime took a couple of steps in. I agree, Leif. I think that was the right shot selection, just not executing. I feel like the energy level from Auger Aliassime has gone down in the second set. See that unforced error number there.
Well, there's the first error.
Yeah.
He's got
unforced. You knew that was going to happen as soon as we mentioned that he had no unforced errors throughout this set so far.
It is a phenomenon, the broadcaster jinx. We bring that to all of our coverage. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm Leif Sharis alongside Jesse Levine. First round action for the U.S. Open.
And I tell you, when you're not feeling 100% with your game and things feel off, I feel like you got to go down the middle of the court, take away the angles from your opponents, and really shrink in the court. Big targets. You could still be aggressive. That point there from Auger Aliassime, he's still hitting it with good pace and just goes down in the middle of the court. And your opponent like Harris, who doesn't have a lot of experience in these moments, can break down at times. That was a smarter play there from the Canadian.
The Harris team looking nervous. Not getting enough balls into play. Canadian, a couple of mistakes there from 30 all. It's 4-2. I was saying, walking between the courts, I happened upon Stan Smith, a great American player. He's got another book out. He was at a book signing, Winning Trust. A story about his business ventures. Stan Smith, one of the great American players, and a man with 17 grandkids. That's pretty impressive. Great family. Stan and Margie.
And the trademark shoe. Can't forget about those.
That was the first book, the shoe, or the Stan Smith story about the shoe. Yeah, I grew up in them. That's every time I see Stan, I say to him, "You're the reason my feet are flat, Stan."
That's amazing. That second serve had a lot of movement on it. Started out in the outside box and curled that one back in. Good stuff there from Auger Aliassime. I feel like if you're Harris now, you got to take a little bit of an opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive. You're up a break here in the second set. Take a couple chances. Keep making Auger Aliassime feel uncomfortable. Don't let him play his way into the set.
Now that time Harris was able to curl that forehand into the corner.
That's good serve there. That one still has a little bit of spin on it. It's not completely flat, but it's got a lot of pace too. But again, higher percentage serve there from Auger Aliassime. In this set, the first serve percentage is way higher compared to what he was serving in the first set, but he's still down a break. Oh, wow. I mean, you make that return and then miss that shot.
He made the difficult play and missed the routine one. Boy, FAA did well to scramble to stay in that point. Helped them get to 3-4.
15 love.
I'll tell you one thing that I feel like Auger Aliassime is struggling with a little bit is the rhythm of the Harris serve. He almost looks like he's getting into his motion, then he stops, then he kind of starts again, then he stops, and then he goes into it. And I think it's a little bit frustrating. Someone who kind of reminds me of that is Cilic. Kind of got into his serve a little bit, and he would stop, but then you thought he would serve and not serve. That was frustrating, not fun to play against.
Cilic, a former U.S. Open champion who lost in the first round this year.
Love. Continues to struggle. When it comes to winners and unforced errors, in your mind, what's the more important stat?
Right now it would be unforced errors for me. Just because they're piling up, especially for Auger Aliassime.
Yeah, he's got right now 30 unforced errors. That's a big number. And there's a winner. And that had to feel good.
Harris leads 5-3, second set.
I feel like the Harris backhand is a little more solid than the forehand side for me. It's definitely simple, compact technique. The forehand looks like you can get a little bit tentative and get away from him, and the arm gets a little bit wavy in the backswing at times, so it can be a little bit more inconsistent. I'm surprised that Auger Aliassime hasn't picked on that side a little bit more.
Yeah, let your opponent know that you know. That
he does it on the serve, though.
Yes.
He's going to the forehand a lot.
Goes out wide well.
Yeah.
15 love.
I don't mind that hit from Harris either, right? You're up a break in the second set. You're trying to go for it, be aggressive, take some chances.
That's beautifully done.
30 love.
Yeah, really got himself in position. Got him really. You've got to get yourself away from the ball so you can go to it with the swing. It's something that Agassi talked about. Your relationship with the ball. You've got to have enough space to make these things happen. And obviously, that's where your feet come in. They're so vital to movement. Just on the line. So, Auger Aliassime does what he can, gets himself. Wonderful crowd settling in here on Stadium 17.
There's something about trying to serve out a set or a match that just bring those little extra nerves, Leaf. Those are shots from Harris this second set that he has not missed. I mean, very few unforced errors, only 2 this whole set. Yeah, and if you're Auger Aliassime, you've got to sense that, because Harris on that routine forehand goes to the slice. That shows me that he's feeling a little nerves. That didn't fully feel confident in hitting over that one, and that was waist level.
He's able to finish. Boy, that was a wonderful point, driving the forehand all over the court. And that winner brings up chances to get to 5-all.
Yeah, all of a sudden Auger Aliassime kind of goes on lockdown mode and starts being super solid on the return. Nothing special from the back, and Harris just felt the nerves that game, giving him too many free points right back.
5-game sole, second set.
Yeah, it was a little nervy for Felix at the start of the set, and here at the end of the set, it's Harris struggling to find his best tennis.
Going so fast. The shoe came off. That's awesome. Still not back on, but.
Thank you.
His name is Joe Jackson. It would be appropriate. He's got to be careful here.
Love 15.
Did so well in the last game, managing his mistakes. Yeah, that's better. I mentioned Felix trying to join Denis Shapovalov in the second round. Don't want to forget Gabriel Diallo, who also had a win in the first rounds. Making a trio of Canadians in the third round.
That's good stuff there from Auger Aliassime, using that wide serve. Looking for that forehand. And that time when he pulled that forehand inside in, it was about 4 or 5 feet from the sideline. And that's where the one that early on, Leaf, he was missing a lot, trying to go way too close to the line. He's going to hit that kind of pace behind it. Only needs to put it is 4 or 5 feet from the line. Still going to be a winner.
Oh, yes, a couple of forehand winners to finish off that game. Now at 5-6.
Love 15.
Auger Aliassime going to that slice backhand there, just trying to make Harris play that extra ball. You can sense that Harris was feeling a little bit uncomfortable, especially in that last service game. I actually like it when Auger Aliassime brings in that slice, because then most of the time if he hits it decent, he's going to get a forehand on the next one.
Yes.
The great serve there from Harris. I'll tell you, I just got a message from former American pro Robert Kendrick. He was talking about the Harris serve. He said it's tough to kind of get the rhythm. It's almost like Sergio chaining his grip for all you golfers out there before he hits a shot. Kendrick had a heck of a serve.
Harris could use that serve right about now.
Showing a little athleticism there, Auger Aliassime with the jumping backhand. A little Marcelo Rios-like, but on the righty side.
Yeah, this is one of the best backhands he's hit, and he needs to start finding the range on that shot.
Needs to do that more often.
Yeah, that weight transfer, that adds a lot of control, a few more miles per hour. A couple points away from stealing the set, perhaps.
Yeah, great return there from Auger Aliassime.
30-40.
I feel like Auger Aliassime is really just a point away from almost stealing this set from Harris, because Harris really been in control almost the whole way through until the last couple games.
A bit like what we saw in the opening set.
Yep. Oh, good stuff there from Harris, dealing with that slice.
Advantage Harris.
Auger Aliassime, I did hear a little bit of music come playing on there. That's what he's complaining about. Threw him off. This wasn't from Stadium 17, though. It was from the outside grounds.
Orally Torch has worked in the chair. She's a veteran umpire. She knows these things, but I'm not sure she can do much about that.
No, she doesn't control the playlist.
She's actually the chair umpire, not the DJ. Harris gets out of a real trap there. Saved the set point. He's given himself a chance here in the tiebreak. So good effort from the Brit. 30 years of age. He's spent most of the season struggling at the ATP level, playing a fair amount of challenger tennis. It's a huge moment for him as a lucky loser. Remember, lost in the qualifying. And here he is up against one of the best players in the world, Felix Auger Aliassime. Tiebreak to decide the second.
0. Auger Aliassime.
There's some positive emotion there from Auger Aliassime, and his team's on his feet. You do not see Fred Fontaine stand up too often. That's when you know it was a big point.
2-0.
Slid into that forehand.
Auger Aliassime.
The open stance pass. Just the brilliant build-up into that winner. Longest route, 32 shots, punctuated with a forehand pass. Yeah, that's money in the bank if you're building confidence.
Auger Aliassime.
So first man to 7 points with a 2-point advantage takes the tiebreak and the set.
Auger Aliassime.
Not a great time for a double fault there if you're Auger Aliassime. Feel a little bit of dip in the energy level again. It's a crucial moment in this match right here for both players. Leaf, just to put things in perspective for someone like Harris, when he was grinding out on the lower levels, For 3.5 years, he traveled across Europe in a converted Ford Transit van. And it had a makeshift bed in it. Some good stuff there from Harris. And Auger Aliassime didn't even play a bad point there. So again, just too good there. You got to tip your hat. And Harris doing a great job of moving on this one. Look at this, out wide to the forehand. It's good pop on that. Oh man, really opened the court up with that two-handed backhand. Good footwork. That's an answer. Good to see a little smile there from Auger Aliassime, especially in a tense moment like this. Just taking a look at how close that was. That barely caught the line.
Well, Harris had a short forehand, and he's made a number of mistakes on that shot.
Yeah.
Until then, he hit it straight down the center, pretty deep. And he ended up winning the point, so he's making some good decisions there under pressure.
Yeah, and this is obviously a huge point. And if you're Auger Aliassime, you kind of have to take notice that Harris, in the tentative moments, goes to the slice serve. So you almost want to sit on that forehand if you're Auger Aliassime. If he does go to the backhand, you could chip it back and just make him play that extra ball. But majority of the time, he's been going to the slider wide when he needs it. And now he took a lot off that serve. It was only 105 miles an hour into the body. Auger Aliassime had plenty of time.
Yeah, was there an element of surprise taking it into the center of the box? But again, high percentage tennis under pressure. Good decision by Harris. He's got a set point.
How clutch is that under pressure? Auger Aliassime took his time on that second serve, Leaf.
That's a good second and a good aggressive forehand. He got himself in position again. I mean, the feet didn't stop working. So often the result is tied to the feet and the preparation. So 6 points, then they change ends. So both men have saved a set point. And this crowd here on Stadium 17, this sunken court, beautiful setting. Beautiful evening in New York. It's going to look a lot better to one of these two men in a few moments.
Yeah, and Harris was sitting on that slider out wide there. Great return, getting it to the Auger Aliassime backhand. He was waiting on that one, Leaf. Oh boy. Yeah, Harris frustrated with himself on that one.
7-0.
You can tell Harris feeling a little bit tentative there on that volley. Still did a good job with it.
Harris.
That time he went to the slider wide.
Yes.
Great spot, too. Hit it so well. I feel like Auger Aliassime had a shot at that passing shot. He just went for broke. I feel like he could have made him play one extra ball, maybe.
Yeah. That did sit up for just an instant. He didn't do as much as he wanted, obviously. Set point number 3.
A good body serve there from Auger Aliassime. Again, when you play against someone that has that kind of reach like Harris, we talk about this one, Leaf, in the pressure moments, you handcuff him like that. Really hard to control the shot when you hit it so close to your body.
The backhand lets Harris down.
Auger Aliassime.
Canadians at his second set point.
If Auger Aliassime does get this point, Leaf, I would love to see some emotion out of him. You know, he's been fighting through, not playing his best, but can show some positive emotion to his camp and to Harris that he's not going anywhere.
That forehand is over the baseline, and the set is over. Felix Auger Aliassime takes a 2-set-to-love lead. Boy, that was a close tiebreak, a long one, but he wins it. Aliassime.
Love 15.
Tough to come back, Leaf, after losing a set that way. If you're Harris and having multiple set points like that, so important to get the early hold. Otherwise, things can get away from you so fast here.
Yeah, oftentimes you might lose a set. And it's like, okay, I lost that set, but oftentimes it's how you lose it, right? That can really leave a little scar. Good depth there from Harris. That one clipped the baseline. Do you like having the automatic line calling system?
I think it's great. It takes away from the arguing, no questions asked. You just focus on the tennis and not the line calls. I do miss a little bit of the challenge aspect, though. It was entertaining, especially for the crowd.
30 all.
Yeah, good sustained pressure on that forehand. He kept putting it into that corner. Some good accuracy there. Ultimately breaking down Harris's two-hander, which has been a pretty solid shot today. We're talking about Felix Auger Aliassime's brilliant year in 2022, the 5 titles. He also won the ATP Cup, the Davis Cup, the Laver Cup, and then this year he won the Hopman Cup.
He's a team player.
He's got all the cups. I think he elevates his game for international competitions. You know, you put Canada on his jersey, and he's a big-time player.
Yes.
Of course, the ATP Cup is no longer. It's now the United Cup in Australia ahead of the US Open. Billie's father, Jeff, longtime coach and longtime father.
Advantage, Harris.
That's a good effort from Harris.
First game,
see, he's walking with purpose, so he feels this is something he can still manage. Although coming from love 2 down, it's one of the toughest challenges in tennis. Maybe beating Rafael Nadal in straight sets at Roland Garros. So that might have been right.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think, these conditions, he's up against a player better, FAA. This is a guy seated. However, the conditions, the low bounce, I think plays all into Harris's game. And he's played a good match. Just has missed out on chances.
Yeah, I feel like the experience is really what's kind of come into play here, Leaf. Auger Aliassime is not playing nearly his best tennis right now, and he's won the first 2 sets. And I think that's something that Harris knows deep down. So he's got to take advantage of the level of Auger Aliassime while he can, if he can. And I think that was something that's definitely going through Harris's mind right now.
left.
And to me, Leaf, the errors that come from Auger Aliassime, especially on the backhand side, is when he decelerates. Kind of slows down the racket speed, and he loses control of the shot. And when he gets feeling not 100% confident, he backs up, and then he gives it some height over the net, which is a good play, but he still slows down the racket speed at times.
it's almost counterintuitive, isn't it? That you slow your swing down when actually you should be speeding your swing up.
Racket speed is your friend.
Yes.
Especially in the nervy moments.
Third, 15. 40-15. $40-30.
I do feel like sometimes the rhythm of the Auger Aliassime serve definitely kind of goes away, and it's something that he's definitely changed more recently with the motion. He used to kind of pause for a second before he got into it, and it's a lot more continuous now. He kind of goes straight into it, much smoother. Just has to trust it in the big moments.
Yeah, that's a good point. It looks like he's drawing it down and starting to make it flow a little more.
Yeah, when he leaned on his back leg previously, he almost paused there for a second and put his body weight back on his back leg before going into it. Now, much more flowing.
Yeah, because the serve has so many moving parts, right? And you've got to be rhythmic and put all those parts, allow them to come together. And to allow them to work under pressure.
Yeah.
You know, the fewer hitches you have under pressure, the better your serve's going to be. And I think we see that a little bit in the Harris serve. He's a little hitchy.
Yeah, a little. I mean, there's multiple movements, and it throws me off watching. I can't imagine what it's like trying to return it. You think he's going to start serving, then he goes back to it, then he gets into it again, and it's almost like a stop-start motion. You can see it here. But it's been pretty effective.
It has been effective, you know, and the serve is so unique to each tennis player, right? It's like a signature.
Yep.
It tells you a little bit about your game and your style, maybe your personality even.
I agree. I agree.
Well, you were a left-hander, so your serve wasn't to be trusted. Does that tell me something about you?
Yeah, exactly. Lefties, we're tough. Put a lot of spin on it.
Very sneaky, lefties.
Oh yeah, good swing and volley there from Auger Aliassime. I will say this about the Harris service motion. Once he actually gets into it, it's pretty simple. It's just the start and stop at the beginning, but good stuff there from Auger Aliassime, taking that ball in the air. That one, I love the swinging volley, going right into Harris. Give him a little body shot.
Yeah, the good 1-2.
15-30.
And Harris has also been a great competitor today. Okay, you're going to have some adversity out there. It's not going to all go your way, but he shows up every point. He's ready to go. And watching him play today would suggest he got top 100 tennis. some good tennis there. The only problem is there are, 100 guys between 100 and 200 who also have maybe top 100 tennis.
Yeah.
Takes care of his serve.
Harris leads 2 games to 1.
Third set continues.
Yes, he needs like 2 sets to love. Love.
That's what we're used to seeing from Auger Aliassime. Big first serve, forehand, up 4 or 5 feet inside the baseline and really taking advantage of that short ball.
Game, Auger Aliassime.
All right.
2 games all, third set.
Second game on the board here in the third. I mentioned the 2022 season when he finished year-end number 6. And I asked my Canadian colleague about that. Stay connected to the U.S. Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open.
Let first service.
Canada's Male Athlete of the Year, awarded by the Canadian Press, Lionel Conacher. Felix winning that award in 2022. Quite an impressive award to have in your trophy cabinet.
Lionel Conacher is like the Bo Jackson of Canada.
I know. We were looking it up because we were like, this is an interesting name. It sounds like an athletic name. He didn't play tennis, however.
No.
But he did play
multi-sport
football,
athlete, and baseball.
Baseball. Do you have a Lionel Conacher Award in your trophy chest?
I don't.
You don't, okay.
I have some sportsmanship awards, Leaf.
There you go. Well,
actually, not a lot of those.
You're a good citizen.
Little opportunity here for Auger Aliassime.
30.
This third set here. And Harris giving him a couple free points. Went back to the hat, Auger Aliassime. Sun's back out.
His dad Sam there sitting in the box. Originally out of Togo, Africa. Aliassime Tennis Academy.
Well, that's good stuff there. I tell you what, when I see Auger Aliassime do that, I wonder why he doesn't do that more often, because takes complete control of the point there with the forehand, comes in behind the short ball, and then all he has to do is knock off a little volley there. I know it looks easier than it is, but he handled that so well. Otherwise, if he stays back, he's going to have to hit 3, 4, 5 more forehands to win a point.
Yeah, that was a lovely play. Look what it's given him. Great points. And there is the breakthrough. So he's got a couple of sets, and now a break in the third.
15 love.
It's good ball striking there from Harris. I feel like when he's inside the court, he really can control the rallies on the forehand side. It's when he's back behind the baseline, doesn't really give it any clearance, and that's when Auger Aliassime could really take advantage of the rally ball.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That was really tough shot there from Auger Aliassime. If you're going to go inside in right here with this low ball, you have to do a lot more. You are so out of position, and you just completely open up the court for Harris.
This chance to strike right back for the Brit.
There's one.
40.
I feel like if I'm Auger Aliassime, I'm going back to the Harris forehand here. It's been really tentative under the pressure moments, or you go body again.
Yes.
Money.
Smart stuff from Auger Aliassime.
That's right. Well, great champions think alike.
A lot easier from the booth than it is playing, Leaf, I tell you. Oh, that is so good from Harris.
Advantage, Harris.
What a return, too. And Auger Aliassime didn't have any time to react whatsoever. Look at this, right back up. Return came back faster than the serve.
His forehand cross court is a lot better than his down the line. Pretty good inside out, but that cross court is a thing of beauty. Credit Harris. He came up with some brilliant shot making there and a nice bit of touch to finish it off.
3 against all. Third set.
British fans have come a long way to support their man, clearly.
I don't know if they're invested in the match or the bar.
Well, maybe both.
Yeah.
A lot of passion going on in the loft. Good game from Harris. So both guys back to work now at 3-all. This time it was Auger Aliassime sort of living on that cross-court serve. He got on it early. And this is the Harris team. The gentleman next to his father, I'm not sure has any fingernails left. He's been chewing on them throughout the entire match. Obviously, so much tension out here following your man, your son. And he's doing well right now.
15.
That's a nice job. Down the break. But he's won consecutive games. He's ahead now. Very competitive. Harris set points in the second set tiebreak. This could be looking very different. The Canadian somehow took that set. And here we are in the third.
Yeah, that's the return of serve there from Harris that really has been setting himself up so nicely. A lot of pace down the middle of the court and takes away the angle from Auger Aliassime, and he's only able to just kind of roll it back in, and then he takes the offense from there.
15-0.
Yeah, that one was out. It was close. These fortunes of tennis players are decided by such slim margins. Thank God for the electronic line calling system.
Let for service.
So good.
We have had some spectacular moments in this one. And there was another great play.
15-30.
And all of a sudden, Harris has a little bit more belief now. Down 2 sets in a break. You thought maybe he was on the verge of going away just a little bit. Now is the chance for Auger Aliassime to really step on the gas and let him back in. And now all of a sudden, he's got that belief again, Harris. Good answer there from Auger Aliassime. This is 8th ace to 0 for Harris. Wow. Good stuff there. Did a great job of fighting off that return, because that was not easy. Another great return from Harris. He's got the crowd on his feet. Yeah, he hits this off his back foot here, Leaf.
Point for 4 all. Another winner. And he's fired up.
I love seeing this type of emotion from Auger Aliassime. He's not used to showing it that much, especially in these moments. He realizes how crucial it really is to get himself up and get fired up in this moment. And it shows the crowd how engaged he is.
Now, there'll be times and maybe matches where you maybe don't need to go that deep, but I think at this moment he does.
Yeah, agree.
Hasn't played his best. Get that emotional energy going.
Yeah, Leaf, I feel like sometimes when you're not playing your best tennis, you need to use that emotion to get yourself into the match even more. And then that sometimes brings that extra level or two, and you start playing much better. That was good defensive shot there from Auger Aliassime, realizing he's in a little bit of trouble, need to buy himself a little bit of time. Threw that for him way up in the air to give himself a little chance to recover. Harris didn't seem to like that high backhand. Tough shot there. Good. good is that ball striking there from Harris. When he flattens it out, it really skids through the court, makes it so difficult for Auger Aliassime to catch up to it.
What's the best way to deal with that kind of pace? Is it underspin? Is it topspin?
Well, I feel like if you're set in place, you can hit topspin. If you're on the run, absolutely backspin, slice.
Leg for service.
Umpire orally torts.
Leaf, you left your jacket.
I was wondering where my extra tennis balls were. 4-all, 30-all. Always a big moment as we head into the later stages of a set.
Yeah, he had that same return
40-30.
in the tiebreaker in the second set. Just routine to the back end. Not too fast either, only 111 miles an hour in the slot too. Smart serve there from Harris.
Back to deuce.
Deuce.
Is he showing the people's elbow there, Leaf?
That's been a tough serve to defend because it skids, it stays low, and it continues to travel out wide.
And he hits it only 105 miles an hour. If he hit that one 120, it wouldn't slide away from you. So really good and smart serving there from Harris again. That's a heck of a passing shot. Got away with one there, Auger Aliassime, because that was a miss hit on the back end before. Harris was just a little bit late to see it. This one right here. Still had to come up with an incredible pass, though. I always say when I watch Auger Aliassime, he uses his athletic ability so well on defense, but doesn't use it so much to transition to offense.
The Canadian has the edge in winners.
He was ready for the tweener. He was going to get stuck there. Wouldn't have had any other choice, but what a point there from both players. The level has gone way up from the start of this match from both players.
He was ready to defend.
Freeze.
Chance for 5-4. Can you believe it? A double fault. And there's the break. He's got a chance now to close this one down on his serve.
No better feeling than trying to serve out a match, winning the first point with an ace. Felix has that bad look on his face, Lee.
Some inspired defense in that backhand corner.
Yeah, Harris, great playing there, though. Really taking his chances.
Yes.
He is not going away, Harris.
That's C15.
He's played a good match, opportunistic, fairly short second serve that he walloped for a winner. All. Two hours and 53 minutes of inspired tennis. Men wearing tennis balls, inspiring this crowd.
Good stuff there from Harris, especially that return to serve. You got Auger Aliassime on the full out stretch right off the bat there.
Cullen Beecher alongside Jeff Harris, Billie's dad. And ace out wide.
Advantage. Auger Aliassime.
Felix Auger Aliassime gets the win. He had to work hard, and he's gotten it in straights.
That was a great fight there from Harris. He really showed what he was made of there. Stayed in it towards the end, even after giving up a tough tiebreak. But Auger Aliassime is going to be very pleased with getting through to the second round. Maybe not 100% with the performance, though, Leaf. But again, a win is a win. There's no pictures on the scorecard, as we say.
That's right. You booked your spot in the second round. And the fact that he got it done in 3 sets, he avoided losing that second by a hair. Harris had a couple of set points in that tiebreak.